Hello again, and welcome back to the card mat. Something strange happened to me the other day, but I won't tell you about that. I'll show you this instead. Some fella come up to me. I said, I'm going to show you something amazing. So I looked at him with a blank expression, like that. Blank. Yeah. He said, no, honestly, watch. And he picked up his pack of cards and he cut not just one packet off the top. He didn't just cut 2 packets off the top. He didn't just cut 3 packets off the top. He didn't just cut 4 packets off the top. He eventually cut, would you believe it, 5 packets off, which was pretty amazing. I must say, I was amazed. Yeah, blank expression. He said, no, seriously. He turned the first packet to show the 10 of hearts, which didn't impress me until he showed me the jack, which didn't impress me even more until I seen the queen. And then I was really happy seeing the king, and then finally he showed me a royal flush in hearts, which was pretty amazing. Until I realised he just took them straight off the top of the deck. I said, you didn't shuffle them. So he put the cards all back together again, and he proceeded to cut the packet about in half, and he said, I'll give them a shuffle for you then. So he did. He picked them up and he shuffled the cards. He said, you happy now? I said, well, I'm happier than I was at the start. So he turned them over, and again he cut not just 1 packet off the top, not just 2 packets off the top, not just 3 packets off the top, not just 4 packets, but 5 packets. And again, he turned them over to show the 10, the jack, the queen, the king, and yes, the ace of hearts. I said, can you do that again? So he said, all right then, you're hard to please, aren't you? So he put the packets back together again, and again, he broke the packet about in half and proceeded yet again to give them his nice little fancy shuffle. He even showed me that the cards were completely getting mixed up. He said, you happy now? I said, I'm even happier than the first time, which was a big surprise for me because I'm never normally happy. He turned them over, and yet again he cut not just 1 packet, not just 2 packets, not just 3 packets, not just 4 packets, but 5 packets. And again, turn them over to show again he had got the 10, the jack, the queen, the king, and the ace of hearts. I was so impressed by this, I said, I want to go. So I picked up the packets the best way that I could do, trying to copy exactly what he'd done. And I split the packet just about in half, and I proceeded to give them the same type of fancy little shuffle that he had. Well, I attempted to, but he was obviously a lot more experienced than me, so it was easier for him to do than it was for me, because I was caught on the fly. He'd obviously practiced this for God knows how many years. So I shuffled them together, and I turned the packets over. And then I cut 1 packet, 2 packet, yeah, 3 packet, 4 packet, and 5 packets. And then I turned them over, and I was pretty amazed, to say the least, to see that I had actually gone and done exactly what he had done, and cut them to the royal flush in hearts. He says, hang on 1 minute, you're cheating. I said, how am I cheating? They're your cards. He said, yeah, might be my cards, and I know I started with black cards. Yeah, you're not using black cards. I said, what do you mean? He said, well, look, can you see that? I went, yeah. He said, that's black, isn't it? I went, well, yeah. He said, he then picked up all the others and took off me 10, me jack, me queen, me king, and me ace of hearts, just like that. He then said, look, we're using, well, we started with black cards. You changed them into them cards. I said, I didn't change nothing. He said, you did. I said, no, you didn't. You just cut them from the bottom of the packet. See, the packet is facing up. That was the bottom. They came from the top at the start. He said, yeah, and your point. I said, well, if they came from the top, that means if the rest of the top matches them cards, I haven't cheated. And he had to agree with me in the end that I hadn't actually cheated. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again soon.